Welcome back to Just Got Played. It's your boy Jim Jam JJ here, and I got another unboxing for you. As you can see, we have this shiny new game all the way from Germany, from Godot Games. We have Among Cultists. This is a social deduction game, kind of like Clue, kind of like a lot of the social deduction party games. You have people trying to accomplish something, and there's one traitor, bad guy, evil person trying to stop the people from completing their goals and doing their task, and yada yada yada. You will see that there is a name on the game. It's called Among Cultists, very similar to another game that became popular, especially during quarantine time, Among Us. So this is like a board game version, but we have the Cthulhu old ones type of theme on it. So we are trying to go around as investigators, the good guys, and we have the cultists trying to stop us. So it plays for about 45 minutes to 90 minutes, and it's 4 to 8 players. So it's a high player count game. You need at least 4 people to play because, you know, anything less than that, it'd be kind of easy to figure out who the cultist in this case, the evil person is in the game. So if you know anything about Among Us, you'll know that there is the bad guy in that game is, you know, you're trying to kill the other people, which is similar into this game. So the cultists are trying to kill the investigators before the game is over. And the investigators are trying to accomplish their goals, go around, complete tasks and everything before the game is over. Got a lot of that going on. So there's a heavy Cthulhu old ones theme to the game. And when I saw this go up for a review, I was very happy. So I had to email the designer of the game, and I just, you know, Among Us, I played, this is the mobile version now. There's, you know, the video game version. So yeah, you can play Among Us. I don't even know how to explain Among Us for people that haven't played. Basically, there's different like spaceships and space bases and stuff that you go around. It's very sci-fi themed. You play as characters trying to like complete tasks, like emptying up the garbage can, do recycling on the spaceship. And then you got somebody that's just going around killing you and all that stuff. How like, I don't even know how to explain Among Us if you have not played it, but yeah, just go ahead, look up videos. It's very entertaining. I actually watched more than I actually played. So I was watching playthrough videos of the game, and it's very fun to watch. Even, so the video game version, you can play online. So everybody that was playing the game is somewhere else, not in the same room. So in Among Us, when you get killed, you turn into a ghost. So you can still do stuff, but you're a ghost now. So your actions are limited. Very similar in Among Us. So I'm going to see, after I do this unboxing, I'm going to do a playthrough and do reviews and see how the video game version transfers to the board game version. But when I was watching all the introductory videos and looking at how the game is played, I was like, interesting. So I'm very excited to be playing this because the board game version of Among Us, I think I would enjoy very much. And I was very excited when I got allowed to do this review and unboxing and yada, yada, yada for this game. So this is an international game, as I said, from Germany. So we have a bunch of different versions for the rulebook. I don't see on the front of the rulebook which language each one is. So I guess you just kind of have to open it or look in the back. And I am terrible with most other languages besides Spanish. So I have no idea which one's which until I get to the English one. So let's see. We have Germany, of course. We have Spanish. Looks like French. And I don't know the other one. So yeah, we got a few different rule books there. They are all very thick, very girthy rule books there. Put those all there. And of course, we come to the English one. It has about 20 pages for the rule book. So not too complicated. That's actually about right for a hidden agenda board game. I know some party games are a little bit smaller because, of course, they're party games. They're not supposed to be taking that long to explain them and play them. But we have a social deduction game with a board, so very much like Clue kind of board. We have all the investigators and the cultists. We have the alive version and the dead version. Each character, well, the ghost version. So you have stickers for the player pieces. Basically, you're just going around, as I said, like with Clue or like Among Us. You're going through the house or area that you're in, and you're trying to complete your task before you get killed. Or if you're a cultist, you're trying to kill everybody else. The game takes place over 10 rounds, and there's a bunch of cards in different areas we have on the board. Let's see here. This is the turn indicator. Very nice big clock. As is pretty nice here. Pretty good. So it's one of those games where there's multiple phases in the game, but every player does their action, not necessarily action, whatever. So there's like, let's see, the different phases. There's a movement phase, there's an action phase, yada, yada, yada. Got to do setup. Very nice big book, very big. Lots of table space being used. As y'all know, I have a big table, and this is taking up most of it. Okay, so you have a movement phase, an event phase, an action phase, and a cleanup phase. But each phase, everybody that in turn order goes through the whole phase before you move on to the next one, going back to the start player. So we have turnover and the round marker. We have, let's see here, go through all the different components. Now, as I am not that big of a player, because most social deduction games are party games, and you know, JJ doesn't do his party games. I like a more in-depth version, but as I said, I played Among Us, and then this was Among Cultists, and Cthulhu is one of my favorite themes in any game. I will say that. Cthulhu theme games not really too heavy. Most of the time, you're either a cultist or an investigator trying to raise the dead one or stop the dead one. Not too much going on there. So that's pretty much it. And as is tradition, that's what you're trying to do in this game. But I like the hidden character ability in most games, and especially this, because I like that the investigators are trying to do something. You have tasks you have to complete, and then you can be killed by the cultists, and you just never know what happens. So in video game version, it's a little bit easier because each person is in their own room or area, and you're on your own phone or computer or whatever you're playing on. And then if you get turned into a ghost, nobody can hear you. So I'm interested to see how that mechanic works. I did go over a little bit of how to play, but I'm very excited to actually do a playthrough of this to see how that'll work, because you get turned into a ghost, you have less actions, but then like, how do you, as a cultist, cover up that you killed somebody? So there are a lot of decks in this game. So we'll go through them. From what I've read from the book, it seems like you don't know you're dead or alive until you're dead. So until you find out you're dead, and then you get to do the other actions, and then I guess nobody else realizes you're a ghost until they come across you or something like that. So yeah, that would be good. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So each person has like a pulse deck, and then you kind of see if they're dead or alive or not. I guess it'll be a bunch of cards, and if like all your cards say you're alive, you're still alive. But if one of those cards say you're dead, you're dead. So you get past cards from other players, and you don't know who gave you the card, and then you could get a death card and you'd be dead. So here are all the player boards here. Let's take them out. So this is the ghost side versus the dead side. Okay. So you just kind of flip it over when you get killed here. So interesting. Nice thick board. I like it. Oh man, I'm so excited to play this. It'll be so good. First player token is just a knife. And then you have, there are fishmen in the game that you have to fight off as well. So the kind of people kind of distracting you from completing your objectives just out in the open. And then you have to survive. So somebody could just come stab you in the back while you're fighting off a fishman, which would be interesting. But yeah, we have all the different tokens here. Let's see. Book tokens. So book tokens here help you complete objectives. Oh my gosh. No, come out of there. Oh, it's ripping. No. Okay. Managed to get it out there for the most part pretty safely. Okay. So book tokens help you complete room actions and such and such. And we have power supply, so you can turn lights on and off in a room. And then we have these fishman tokens here. So fishman tokens, okay. Those are fishman tokens. So those are there. And then we have actual fishmen. So there's stuff on the back. Oh, these are the fishman tokens. Interesting. Okay. Oh, cultist tokens too. Cultist and fisherman tokens. All right. And then let's see here. Yeah, that's all the tokens. Other tokens, book tokens, and we got roll markers. And what is this? I don't know what this is. This here is part of the clock. Okay. this over here by the clock. All right. Knocking stuff off. Event tokens. Final score marker. Final score marker. Okay. Pieces are all very nice. I have to punch these out eventually. This feels very nice. Good quality there. All right. So let's move all the markers and tokens, yada, yada, over to the side. And now we have the game board. So there are 6 board pieces here that are double-sided. So you have a starting setup that you want to have, but then you can change it up over multiple plays. So you have to set the game boards up. They're all very nicely done. Very good quality. Yeah, I like it. So you're building the house, and then the outside place, you can leave the house and go outside. Yeah, so big strategy in Among Us is, and it even says it in the rulebook for Among Cultists, you don't necessarily want to go by yourself or with somebody. So it's like a good mix. Like, do I want to go by myself? Be looking very suspicious or not suspicious? Run away? Or do I want to go with somebody and then I could possibly get stabbed in the back? So it's very interesting. So you have to kind of guess to see what you want to do. Okay. So we have more these fisherman tokens. No, these are what is that? Role markers. Okay, so it tells you what role you have here. This is here. Okay, that's pretty good. And yeah, those are good quality as well. And then we have the veto token. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep saying, like with Among Us, there is like a phase, a cleanup phase. So there's multiple rounds. There's 10 rounds in Among Cultists. Each round, you do your actions, you do your movement, yada, yada, yada. And at the end, you can choose to vote somebody out. So you, in a spaceship, you would try to vote somebody out the airlock, and hopefully they're one of the saboteurs or whatever. And Among Cultists, you just you can go up and just kill somebody, even if you're an investigator, or you can do a vote and cast that person out. And hopefully they are one of the cultists. So there's a voting phase. So each round you check to see if you want to keep going in the game or just out yourself and be like, you know what, I'm going to vote for this person. Or as a cultist, you can say like, oh, I did my objectives, I killed enough people, the game's over. So it's like that, or all the way to 10 rounds. And then we have more tokens here. Let's see. We have event tokens, room tokens are here. Room tokens, all very nice. I'm definitely tried to understand the whole gameplay because I played similar games before, other social deduction games. So I'm trying to figure out how that'll work exactly with this, because you have that whole, you can get killed by somebody, but you don't want everybody to know. And in a board game, you can kind of see what everybody's doing. So it's like very hidden, trying to kill somebody at the same time as playing the game and then either being a good guy or a bad guy. So it's like, how's that going to work in the board game version? But I like what I'm seeing here. This is a portal. We got a portal here. Okay, yeah. So in Among Cultists, there's, you have the rooms and also hallways. You have to make sure that the hallways are clear because you got the fisherman coming up, and then somebody might be able to stab you in the back. That would drive me crazy. I'm sitting there trying to kill a fisherman, a little bad guy, and then all of a sudden somebody just comes stab me in the back. So I'll be like very upset about that. Okay, so now we have the play. Ooh, man, these are nice wooden pieces here. Look how, can you see how thick that is? Okay, so those are the player pieces. So we gotta take those up. Those are all the different player pieces here. That's pretty cool. These are all got some stain on them as well. So just stuck together a little bit here. Twist that off. There we go. All right, still looks good. But yeah, those are nice actual wooden pieces. All right, with a little bit of stain on there. That's pretty nice. And then we have the event bags. So you throw the event tokens in here. And then depending on what you pull out is what happens for that round. Let's see. What are these? Envelopes. Oh my gosh. Look at these envelopes. That is not paper. Do I risk it? Okay. Yeah, that's some kind of paper. It's very fancy. That's almost like resume paper. That feels fantastic. Okay. That feels great. I like that. Envelopes here for everybody. I got to see how that works. Plenty of extra bags. I like that as well. Always could use extra bags. Here's cards for your pulse deck to see whether you're alive or dead. Let's go ahead and open these up. I'll bring back my knife. Forgot to say that when I first opened it because I'm so excited to open this up and play it. Definitely got to get the playthrough and the review in. Just got to find 4 to 8 people to play this with. which won't be too hard, but it's not as frequent as I would like it. But here we go. Pole stick. You're alive. There you go. Let's sleeve those up. Put those out. Let's see. Start cards. These look like the pass-fail cards. More pass-fail cards. Where are the death cards? Okay. Sabotage card here. Bring back my knife. My knife has been making a lot of appearances lately in these videos. Okay, here we go. And the cards have a little bit of texture to them, which is very nice. Saboteur cards and death cards. I see there's an X and then there's a -1. So failure. Failure is the ones with the X's, and the sabotage cards are the ones with the -1. Okay. So, oh, dead, we're a ghost. You're a ghost. Here you go. And then, so when you're completing tasks, of course you have the, failure and the sabotage. Bad guys trying to make it slow you down so you can't finish the game early enough. And then you have route cards. So this is very interesting because if you are a investigator on specific rounds, there's only certain places you can go. So each person has a specific route that they can go. Cultists can go anywhere, so that's kind of cheap. So that kind of makes it so kind of like a hidden teleport passageway thing. Once again, like Among Us, you can go through the vents and everything if you were a bad guy. So this is kind of mimicking that, in that investigators have to follow a specific path, and you can only go on certain rooms and hallways that have those symbols on that specific route, and you can't go any other way. But it seems like it's going to be a very quick game, 45 minutes to 90 minutes, probably for the first couple of times. But once you get the gameplay down, you only have certain things you can do. You can only move on those paths. So once you memorize where everything is on the board, that speeds it up. And then each round, when you do your action phase, you can only do one action. You got to do a personal action, or you can do a room action. So it doesn't seem it's going to be a very long game. And I like that it's 8 players right now. I do have the expansions that were sent to me, so I'll do a unboxing of those as well. But hopefully it doesn't add too much. Maybe just some extra characters and different boards. And then we have a victory card. Team Cultists is one. Victory cards. Okay, and then these are... I wonder what these cards are. All right, I'm gonna do a little research to see there. Hopefully I'll find out before we do one of the expansions. Okay, so let's get the succeed cards here. Without messing up the cards with my knife. Done well so far. Let's keep the trend going. Okay. I'll throw this over here. Okay. Succeed cards, a lot of them. Ooh, man. And then more sabotage. Sabotage was the -1. Let's see. No, failure. Failure cards. Okay. So, yeah, let's put those there. Okay, we got to sleeve everything and put it off separately. Okay. Liking what I see so far. I just need to find out what those cards are. Oh, you know what? Those are, okay. So starts, and then, yeah, these look like player ability cards, maybe. I don't know what those are. Okay, we'll look that up. Hopefully I'll say in one of the expansiones. All right, do a deeper dive in there. And once we definitely play, I'll definitely have that all figured out by the time we do a review. But unboxing complete. Lots of good tokens on there. The token amount doesn't seem too complicated. I feel like, once you get a playthrough going, it'll make more sense of how to play the game. But I like everything. Oh, these envelopes feel amazing. Extra bags. Cards are textured. Nice big old wooden pieces for your player tokens. Oh, I'm so excited to play this. This bag feels amazing too. Unboxing for the main game of Among Cultists is done. I'll do one for the expansions and then definitely a review. Things glared out. Such a big rulebook. So good. Okay. Well, that's it for now. I'll let you know what I think later. But this is Jim Jam JJ with Just Got Played. This is Among Cultists. Come to the Discord. Let me know what you think. If you saw anything for it, if you backed the Kickstarter, all that. Tell me what you think of Cthulhu games. Obviously, I like hearing about that. Tell me what you think about social deduction games. Except for this one. And some of them. I don't not like all of them. It's just, yeah. Party games. Anything that's not a party game, I'm down for. But yeah, come to the Discord, like, subscribe, and share the video. Comment below. Tell me what you think. But for now, this is Jim Jam JJ with Just Got Played. Bye.